Hey, thanks for joining me today. You're listening to the Sit Down with Roman Gray. Safety is a facade. A typical job does not equal happiness. Life is not all about hustle and grind. Love is not contingent. And trading life for more money is not the best thing we can do for ourselves. In so much of our lives, we deal with false ideas. We're bombarded with them throughout our entire existence. And yet, so much of them are see through, but nobody seems to be addressing them. It's like we're all tripping through air, diving, and falling through these layers of atmospheric lies, clouds of misplaced trust and uncertainty we can't help but plummet toward. So many people try so hard just to be normal. Even though a lot of us know that these paths we roam are broken or misleading, we still go towards them. What's a life worth living if it's just to try to fit in and not bounce off the walls too much? Our society and all of humanity continually make things up as we go. So in a way, it's like, why should we uphold so many of the values today if we're just going to throw it all away tomorrow? People don't know how to act when they don't have rules to follow. People don't know what to believe in or go after if they don't have people or systems in place that tell them what to do or where to go. Uncertainty is a truth that we all ignore. I think that was definitely one of the things that took me a long time to break away from. The assumption that our lives, our futures can be predicted and planned out to an absolute T. I definitely felt myself go a little haywire once I accepted that because I thought, then fuck, what is worth doing then? What am I to do? That's a question I think we all continually ask ourselves as almost like checkpoints throughout our lives. What do I do? What is worth doing then at this point in time? Because life is a blizzard of constant contradictions, a lot of times just chaos, which makes me think about safety. Safety is, I think, another facade we all like to hold on to because we all want safety and security, right? If we don't know anything, we can at least have comfort in knowing we are safe and secure. And I think this year has shown us more than any other year just how untrue that can be. We assume safety and security in a 9-to-5 job. We assume security in misplaced trust. We assume security and safety in misleading figures, right? A degree doesn't mean career security anymore. A nice relationship doesn't mean safety, and a path worn down because it is most traveled by does not equate to life security. Even though we live in civilized times, we're still very much primal and resort to our animalistic behaviors. I mean, back at the beginning of the pandemic of COVID-19, there were literally fist fights over toilet paper. Just it's so hard to just think of people literally fighting for their lives over toilet paper. It's crazy. My God, paranoid people are just, you gotta love them, right? Okay, anyhow. Also, the sense of entitlement I see and deal with is quite absurd. So many people walk around with this gross air of entitlement because they think they're owed it, or complain about every little thing that doesn't go their way, and therefore feel like the world is out to get them, right? Life does not owe us shit, and none of us are entitled to anyone or anything. We live, love, and learn along the way. And we stumble, fall, fail, get hurt, and then get back up again. I think more people should just enjoy and try to learn from these experiences in life rather than always try to gain some sort of monetary incentive or some ego driven goal. Since we're already here talking about this, let's just keep listing off some stuff. How about the outdated theme of being stuck because it's too late? If you're at a certain point or a certain age in life that it's too late to change, that's total bullshit, right? We can always start over and begin something different and new. And we also live in very nasty times when it comes to personalities. Kindness, generosity, and just decency will never go out of style. And also to those who think they know it all, right? We all know those people. You don't. You don't know it all. You don't, and you never will. So please just do us all a favor and stop acting as if you do. You're not really impressing anyone anyway. I remember writing a paper in psychology class about pseudoscience. And I remember this quote that fits this topic perfectly. This quote by a philosopher named Karl Popper. And he said, "Every false belief we discover is actually good because that gets us that much closer to believing only true things." I don't speak for other people, but I've never been one that was okay believing in lies. And I think my whole journey right now is about discovering, or rather uncovering, the truth. It's better to know what's real rather than chase the made-up stories we like to tell ourselves. And now, it wouldn't be a Roman Gray podcast if I didn't include something poetic or philosophical. So, here's a piece I wrote. You hear the term glass ceiling a lot, but I liken it to more of a glass cube. It's not just one direction we associate with having to break through. We have the roof, the walls, and even the floor. All these panes of invisible lies we tell ourselves. But what no one told me was that this cube isn't fixed. This cube is made up of even smaller pieces of glass that continually move and change. A glass Rubik's Cube. But we're at the center. We are the mechanisms that are holding it all together. At any point, we can decide to just let go of it all. No longer holding on to these false narratives. No matter how hard we try to figure out this algorithm, the solution for life, we won't get there. It doesn't exist. Every single piece is interlinked. One doesn't move without a few other pieces also moving. In the end, with each face of this glass cube, we wouldn't even be able to tell the difference, since it's all the same. No colors, only see-through. Just like all the lies we let ourselves be limited by.